We got it on lock. We got it on lock. We got it on lock. We be running the city. We be running the city. We got it on lock. We got it on lock. We got it on lock. Lock shit down.
Yo, we back on Filoosh Talk, man. It's your boy Ant, Mr. Not Your Regular.
Dame in the building. What's the deal?
We got a special guest today, man. We're going to let her go on and introduce herself.
Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm Amber Fortune, AD Fortune.
That's what's up, y'all. Welcome to Filoosh Talk. Dame, how was your weekend, man?
Same old, man. Little work, little relaxation. Nothing too major, just kicking it. Same old. Falling back. I know y'all be like, what the fuck else he do? That be basically it, though. You got to mix work and pleasure and chilling and knowing when to work hard and when it's time to chill.
Amen.
Big facts. Amber, AB, what's up?
Nothing much,
How was your
chilling.
weekend?
My weekend, it's a blur. It's already Tuesday. No, my weekend was pretty good though. Got to knock a couple of things out. Running around. That's about it. Nothing too spectacular.
Okay.
How about yours?
My weekend was alright. I ain't do too much. Chill, fell back. Did some things with the kiddos and just chill. Get ready for the work week.
Nice.
You already know. So, what's going on in news today, Dang? Sport news, anyway.
Sports news. The Eagles ready to start the regular season, man. That's all I know. First game, they playing over in Brazil.
Brazil?
I'm going to watch that joint down, at the link, They're going to have a watch party. It's going to be real nice Friday night. We're going to come out and watch that joint, I'm saying.
My thing is, when did football start? When did, the NFL start playing, in other countries?
Yeah,
I'm lost.
sometimes they play the first game in another country just to expand the sport, and they have a lot of fans in different countries, so it's something real good for the sport. They've been doing it for the last couple of years, though, for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, definitely have been. Shit, man. What's going on, man? Hey, listen, did y'all see Diddy out in Miami? Was last weekend, I think. He was out in Miami.
What he was doing, man? Getting some chickens
chilling on the beach with Stevie J, his only friend right now.
Hey, at least, Stevie's a loyal one in that sense.
Yeah, shit. In the times like this, you need
a
friends.
Right, to let you know who's got your side or not. But my thing was, it was just kind of, I'm like, sir, you wearing all black and you're buttoned up to the T on the beach. Okay, all right.
His shirt was tucked in his swimming trunks.
Right, exactly. I'm like, real proper.
Shit, this might be my last times on the beach.
I don't even think so, man. Look, everybody was out there showing them mad love, taking pictures with him and shit.
Probably got some more cheeks. Out there, John.
Let me tell you something, man. People pick and choose what they want to be outraged about and when they want to be outraged.
Man,
this is true.
That's part of the media, social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it go. But, in Philly news, man, we lost a Philly rapper, YBC Duel, last Friday, man. A lot going on in the city, man, and I just hope we reflect a little bit. I know a lot of people going to throw this guy under the bus. A lot of people going to go in. But, we got to try to tighten up a little bit. We got to try to tighten up. All the violence going on in the city, broad daylight around kids, women, all these young kids dying. I just wish we come up with something, man. I was listening to what Mike Knox was talking about, just bringing a lot of strong brothers together, man, and I kind of understood it, on a high level. So,
right.
We got to try to come towards that goal to help the youth, So, just that's my opinion.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
I feel like it's like the way these kids are killing each other nowadays. There's no like real like older support or generational support, because it's like honestly for real it's like these kids are having kids or they're left by the wayside, and it's just like they're getting their it's kind of like a gang mentality. Like when you don't get the love at home, basically you're gonna get it from like your group of friends, or you know who you call community, but then it's the blind leading the blind. And I don't really feel like social media and what they got displayed on television and music is helping it. You just helping like decrease the population numbers, honestly.
Right. I think that the social media, everybody do everything for likes. It's like everybody want to be social media famous, and half the shit don't even have to happen that be going on.
Now you crashing out for what? Because of somebody's perception of you versus what it actually is. I don't get it.
And then doing fucked up shit on social media.
Yeah.
Just for views. That shit gonna be the death of a lot of people.
That's
it has been the death of a lot of people.
That's true.
This thing we calling drill rap has changed the culture. We can't really be like the other cities, man. In Philly, we can't adopt what Chicago, New York is doing. And all the government is doing is tightening up the laws, man, behind the scenes. To, get these young guys more time, lock them up faster, more technology, ring cameras on every damn pole. So it's kind of easier to solve these cases now, man.
True. I mean, they snitching on themselves in their music, like shut and
Sad,
close case. Especially what happened to, what was his name? Julio Fulio.
Mm-hmm.
And then I guess like I'm not too savvy on these like young boys nowadays, but it's like then I posted a song less than 24 hours later, basically giving them the rundown. I'm just like, I don't get it. Like, what's the point?
Then the cops lock up the ops next week.
And then it's almost like, free my baby. No, your baby is stone cold killer.
Baby was out here terrorizing.
Right? Just wreck chasing.
But I mean, in the defense of that, because I think it's two sides of that. In the defense of that, it's still that they baby. Whoever this kid is when that happens it's still that person's baby. He was still somebody's son, brother, cousin.
That took somebody's son, brother, cousin.
Exactly, that's true. But and you're absolutely right. But I'm talking about just as far as the family perspective on how families be feeling when these things happen.
Yes,
because let's be realistic, right? For real, you know your family as your family. You don't know like I tell my son all the time, my oldest, you know dad, you don't know aunt. You know what I mean? So it's like, in their eyes, in the family's eyes, they just see that their family member or whoever has passed on or whatever, or been took, too soon. So it's definitely two sides of the coin. But when you get in all that and you running out here doing drills and taunting people and shit like that, it's a lot that come with it. All this social media got these kids, they got them fucked up and made it easier to access one another. You post where you at, you talk shit.
Instant gratification.
Gratification. I remember my little cousin got shot, right? A couple times. He was in the hospital taunting motherfuckers, putting his middle finger up and shit, and pictures, ha. You know what I mean?
Terrible. I'm like, so the bullet didn't hurt, huh?
That shit is do you not realize you could be dead? It's a lot that come with that shit.
Sure, I feel like especially for this city, but all over, it needs to be more resources for the communities. Like they need to open up rec centers all year round. Honestly, then it needs to be some type of like outreach programs, more mentorship programs that are actually giving an impact or an incentive for like these kids that are lost to like have somewhere to turn versus turn into a gun or trying to y'all don't even know what like real ego or manhood or bravado is. It's just like your feelings got hurt, so now you want to end somebody's life. It's crazy. It's like I come from like the 90s basically, so it's just like we're like the last generation before you get to the crash outs. And then I was just telling my son this. I'm like, so after my generation, this y'all, some of y'all cool, but then does it reset itself after that? You know?
I'm gonna be honest though, like in my opinion, I don't know if the rec centers and the basketball courts safe no more, man. Like, they shooting up the basketball courts, certain rec centers, young brothers getting killed on the way home. We gotta cure some of the problems. Two things I would do for us from a young man's aspect and family in the inner city. I would first, if I was a young man, I would definitely separate the leaders from the followers. You know, you have to be a leader, because if you rolling with a lot of young men and some of them not doing the right thing and you can't separate. See, I was real good at that. Some young men can't do it. Yo, let's go rob. Yo, let's go bust this person up. Listen.
Okay.
Listen, that ain't my style, good brother. Listen, I don't want to get no money that fast. You know what I mean? I'm going to wait a little bit. I don't mind being broke for a half a second.
I mean, the quicker you get it, the faster you lose it.
And I got one more good joint, man, like for mothers and fathers and young boys, man, move, man. For real, if you in a crisis situation, your son, all his friends getting killed, you got a bad school, you got to move to somewhere that's a whole different climate. We can move away from these guys. They're not going that far. They don't get on highways for sure. Don't
know how to drive her for shit.
Here's the thing about that, right? I feel like that's a lot easier said than done. Right, because a lot of people just can't up and move. A lot of people just can't up and go for whatever may be the reason, whether it's, you know, a sick family member or work, or they just don't have the money.
I don't really know about that.
I mean,
just up and
like
go.
I'm from the hood where it's years of trauma where people in neighborhoods been fighting for years and centuries. Like if you know this is going on, this is not the proper neighborhood to raise your kid. Yeah, you can move to another poverty-stricken neighborhood. You can move wherever your money takes you. You know what I mean? Even if you got Section 8, if you got a voucher, if you got the projects, they will move you to another one, man. It's something you can do.
You don't think that people have thought of that in those situations? Now, I need to move my kid out, especially when they know their kid to crash out. I'm pretty sure it's a lot of people who may have thought of that, especially in the inner city, that thought, well, shit, that's probably the only places this shit happened, but thought about, I need to move. I need to get my kid out here.
Sometimes,
but how do I do that? I don't have the money to do it.
Man, you better start acting like them chicks. Can we curse on this joint? All right, bet. You better start acting like them bitches that be sitting up there renting out U-Haul trucks for NBA draft deal in Atlanta. Listen, live in that joint if you got to. Listen, a Planet Fitness gym membership, take a shower in that joint until you get on your feet or at least get something for yourself. It's just an excuse, honestly.
Are you going to do that with your whole family?
Hell yeah. No. Get a Pence truck. One of them long.
Maybe that took your fucking kids.
No, I'm saying, my point is, if 10, 20 years passed and you can't move, that's another show. You kind of might like that neighborhood.
You stuck in that mindset.
It might not be nothing wrong with, you might not want to move. Mm-hmm. That's a whole nother story. But I just think that's, to me, is a good answer sometimes. If there's no way to move, if you see danger coming towards your kid that you can't stop.
It's definitely a good move. I mean, it's definitely something to think about.
I'm just saying, man.
But I think that I really do feel like it's a lot of motherfuckers that have thought about that and that just didn't have the resources or the funds to do something.
Sometimes you got to take a risk, and you might be pleasantly surprised what's on the other side.
Hey, man, y'all better go get them GoFundMes.
When you growing up in the hood, some people like the hood. Some people like action. Some people like, yo, Boo Boo got shot. Yo, so-and-so got locked up. What's the name? Just came home. Yo, some people all that.
Is this being a busybody?
Yeah, some people like that. You never know.
I'm
keep
cool.
all that shit.
Listen,
ain't for me
at all. Like the way I'm set up. Listen, unless you paying my bills, I do not care.
Man, they don't even call the cops no more. Somebody get shot, they pull out their camera and videotape.
Right,
man.
in a different
world. That is fucking crazy to me. That no one thinks
just call the cops. Right.
But then it's that dumbass
that no snitching culture.
But my thing is this, right? For the niggas that's in this shit, Yes. That is the fucking law.
Right.
That's law. Right?
But I'm not going to be a victim and a civilian and like...
Man, if you don't go take
bitch, you going to jail.
Instead of recording these motherfuckers getting fucked up.
Arch made a good point. He said no matter where they move, they still had them phones. Yeah, I'm not denying that. Like, if a kid want to get in trouble no matter where they move, I'm just saying we in a day and time where they shoot the homies' friends, motherfucker that hang with them, the little brother that took a picture with him. All the time it don't be the guys that's in all the riffraff.
So I guess a good point. So say you move, right?
Social media is
and now, they going after your family members. You just put a lot of people in danger, right? But then not only that, right? The social media thing, like Arch said, what I think Arch was saying, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, is that they like saying where they at on social media. So what's it to
dropping locations, right?
No, I'm talking.
Take their phone.
No, hold up, bro. I'm talking about moving them to a state and a county where it wouldn't matter if they tell where they. Ain't nobody still ain't coming.
They still gonna find a way. We're going on the road.
They done south for some land, man. What y'all talking about? There's some spots, man. Listen, the world is bigger than Philly, man. We gotta understand that. If there are some places you can go where nobody knows your name. I'm just telling you.
They said even though they kill for less, they're not gonna waste their time going all the way down south to get
you. Gotta be real mad, like right. You gotta be like super mad to like take that trip down south,
right? Or like Archie said,
they go back. My thing is like pertaining to my child. Listen, I'm chucking your phone in the river. You're gonna have to start over, find a new phone. I'm throwing your ass in the trunk. I'm gonna haul tie you so we get there. And you're gonna if you want to go back, you're gonna have to find it on your own accord because I ain't letting you.
Man, let me tell you
something. You take your stupid ass back.
Listen,
it's on you.
Half of these kids really not no killers. They just in groups and gangs.
Peer pressure.
You get them alone. You move them to another state, son. You're going to have a new start. Mm-hmm. You're going to have a new set of friends. Stop listening to all that drill shit. Get in the books.
Listen to Beethoven.
Go get you a part-time job.
No more Call of Duty for your ass.
Nope, that's the prop.
No more
Call of Duty and GTA. Listen, Lord.
They play Call of Duty Zombies and they be out.
I think that's where the Kia Boys came from.
You know what I mean? Oh, it was definitely
GTA for the Kia Boys.
I don't know. I'm mixed in between that. Them guys is way past video game. They probably really like fucking video games. These guys with the ski masks. I'm talking about PlayStation 5. They don't care about this,
man. They got the feel for that shit from Call of Duty.
This is nice, and then do it in real life.
We have so many influences, man. If you easily persuade it, like
I think
you look at a commercial, you gonna be going the other way.
Listen, I really do think it's GTA. I literally watched somebody play GTA for like 12 hours straight, right? And then went outside and played GTA in real life.
Oh man,
that's real. Hey, listen, and then
everybody have been smoking that GTA.
Look, right. We don't have to just worry about our sons either.
It's our daughters.
Our daughters getting plucked off too. You know, I just seen
whatever happened to the generation. Don't touch women or children. That's dead.
Oh yeah, it's no honor in that no more. They don't nobody follow that. They don't follow that. But it was just a girl that got killed. Rest in peace to her. You know, on the rain camera.
Oh, how about the one where
that shit was crazy?
I think this was probably down south. I don't know where it was at, but these two girls was fighting, right? And then in the live video, you can see like the guys with like big ass AR-15s, like extendo clips and everything. And the girl that was recording ended up getting shot and killed. But the crazy thing about it is that social media, y'all basically snitched on yourselves because the killers was literally in the video.
Well, to all my young ladies, run back to the softer side. If you're outside and you record and them guys got them guns, please leave the scene. It's not for you.
Right.
You know, we got to
take
our women back to the softer side.
The drug game is not for you.
No.
Okay. And
everybody
and
ain't Griselda Blanco.
To sit in your man's ride knowing he got a car full of drugs. Okay. Or doing stuff and running these plays for him like you can't be touched because they are fucking chicks in the head now.
That part, and then bitch, once you take that bid, he's on to the next one.
And if y'all out here in these streets, man, just throw them phones away, man. all that going live, and I'm on the block, and listen.
I'm not trying
Throw all that stuff away, man. Start over, man.
Don't teach them what to do.
Listen, I'm not trying to teach y'all how to commit crime, but if you're gonna do the crime, at least leave your phone at home and do it by yourself, so you ain't gotta worry about nobody snitching on you. But don't do that.
It won't be no more crime. They do it by themselves. Everybody gonna be in the house. Oh man, we're in a new day, man. Philly. Stop the violence, man. There've been a lot of celebrities and stuff speaking out this week. Mm-hmm. So, we under fire, man. All them shootings. Chill, young brothers.
Did y'all hear about the 61-year-old lady that got shot and killed? Well, I'm not sure she got killed, but she got shot.
No, I think I missed that one.
61 years old?
Dang.
I mean, this is a bad time, man.
Bad time, man. You can't then walk down the street.
Young boy so crazy, they put that in a rap. It was cool to do.
Got my ops granny. Terrible.
I'm scared.
Yeah. I ain't
no Thanksgiving this year.
But I ain't even gonna make no jokes.
I hope she okay. I hope her cooking arms are okay.
But man, that's all sad, man. Long story short, man, let's stop the violence and increase the peace, man.
Yes, sir.
But we have a topic, man, and the topic is: should your siblings and friends, matter of fact, we're just gonna say, should your family members have say in who you date?
Honestly, in my opinion, I mean, I will listen to my family's and friends' viewpoint, but at the end of the day, it's my relationship. Like I'll take it in kind, but they shouldn't have an end all be all and say about who you date unless it's a crash out. Because if it's a crash out, just throw them in the trunk and get them off the city.
Right. I think it's situational. I think it's definitely situational. It depends on the circumstance. Mm-hmm. You can give your opinion, but allow me to figure some shit out. You know what I mean? Now I get it. Like, I understand that you don't want your family members or whoever to be naive. You may see something in the motherfucker that they don't or they can't. Mm-hmm. Right? But at the end of the day, what you eat don't make them shit.
This is true.
Well,
you feel me?
I say parents should definitely advise their kids, and close friends and brother, sister, I think should be able to give a little advice. And it's important for young people to understand this while we're on this subject. If it's some young people, teenage, early 20s, be able to take some advice, because at them ages, you're very naive. You think you know everything.
Impressionable, yeah.
Yeah, you think, oh, you can't tell me nothing. I like this person. I don't care what you say. Listen to your parents, because sometimes people don't have an opinion until they really see something alarming.
Right.
So if somebody step in with an opinion and you just so in love or goofy or got the bubble guts or whatever you got about that person, listen, man, just take it in, Like, I always would give my sons and stuff like lightweight advice. Don't do this. When you're dealing with women, do this. You know what I mean? Like, lightweight stuff. But if I see something that's alarming, I'm going to be a little more judgmental, and we can't turn a blind eye to mistakes that we know we can prevent for our kids that we love.
I think it's all about your delivery, too. When you're talking to somebody who's madly in love with whomever, right, it's your delivery also. And you have to be able to, one, I truly feel like, in my opinion, that you don't get to make those decisions with me at all, by no means.
What you mean with you? What you mean with you?
You don't get a say, is what I'm saying. You don't get a say in who I deal with, right? But you can offer, your advice. Mm-hmm. You can, maybe you've seen something that's alarming. You can bring it to my attention. But as far as you getting a say,
I mean, at the end of the day, we know nobody can force you to stop or not deal with, or this person is so bad, don't ever see him. If you don't care about what people saying or somebody's opinion, you're going to deal with that person no matter what. Right. I'm just saying long term, because a lot of them relationships going to end anyway. You know, listen to the advice if it's something that's sound. If somebody say, yo, she messed with 55 men in the neighborhood, her name's Sweet Juice, man. She do it to all men.
Sweet Juice.
That's an interesting ass name.
And then, you know, like you got it. So right, it's situational.
Sweet Juice.
It's situational. It's not.
Yeah.
You know, with anything, you take what you can take from it. You leave what you can't.
Right, but there's also this thing too. It's just like you were saying earlier, it's about the delivery. Some people are just straight up haters. Like, I'm not going to listen to a friend or a family member that is just disgruntled about relationships in general, like, or someone that's never had a successful relationship in their life. Because, like, what type of advice can you give me in regards to who I'm seeing? But if it's coming from a pure place with, like, pure intentions, yeah, I mean, I will listen. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it's up to me who I decide that I'm going to date or who I'm going to be with, you know? Yeah. And then you also have to be careful with interjecting yourself in people's relationships because, you got these abusive relationships out here and they keep going back to each other, or you end up in the middle of some shit and then end up unalive because you wanted to help your sister or your brother from their situation. You know what I'm saying? Or friend.
If that's my daughter, I'm coming to get your little ass.
Well,
there ain't no negotiation.
Here we go.
I'm going to break them up.
Point.
I'm going to go to the house.
Point.
I'm going to sit down with the young brother and let him know they are broke up permanently.
You're broke?
Yeah.
You're terminated from my daughter.
Yeah. I mean, my daughter eyes sitting out there here is no negotiation. But listen, she's still
when they hit you with like the girl that was fucking with R. Kelly, hit our parents, I'm not coming home. You can't come get me.
I mean, if you're a minor, I'm dragging your ass home.
Well, I'm just saying, we're not using that. I'm just saying, if they don't want to come. I ain't talking about that situation, but if they don't want to come, like you said, you'll go get them.
Well, then honestly, it's like if you're of legal age and everything like that, all I can really do is just love you from a distance and allow you to make your choices. But at the end of the day, you do have a home.
Sometimes you gotta let people bump their head.
True. Sometimes like experience is the best teacher.
And then not only that,
if a man is beating on certain women, it just
that's violence is different. That's different.
I mean,
I'm agree with.
We can't let that go.
That's a whole different.
That's a different
situation.
Type of right.
Now, when I said situational, that's one of those things where you do get to interject.
Okay. All right, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, all right, baby, go back, learn your lesson.
That's the situation.
No.
That's the situation.
Come back with a double bubble.
Yeah,
that's the shit I meant when I said situational. Something like that. Then hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, and if a person don't listen to that, then you obviously somebody that need to bump your fucking head a little more.
And it sucks when people be in these like relationships and then like, cause like I've had experiences like this with like friends or whatever, and it's just like you want to help them out, get them out of a situation and stuff like that because they're in a detrimental environment. But you can only lead the horse to water, but you can't force it to drink. And then they end up going back. So how many times do you like try to save a person from themselves? I say, twice, because 3 times is not a charm. It's not. It's just not.
I mean, it all depends on the person. You know what I mean? And even when you're dealing with somebody that's a repeated, go back type of person. Mm-hmm. I mean, one thing my mama told me at a certain while, man, I used to break up with women, go back to mama's house. She said, son, this should be the last time. Next time you go through it, take a walk around the block. Yeah, stop doing the same thing. You got to be serious about your decision. And when you think about that, that make a lot of sense. Because if you playing around with yourself mentally and you involving your parents, that's what I'm saying. Real adults and real gangsters don't involve nobody. So when you start getting it involving people, period, that gives them an opinion.
And here's another thing about that, right? And this is the common mistake most people make, right? You put your family members and people in your business, you insert them in your shit, right? And then when you do decide to go back, and you're forgiving of the person and you're okay, the family doesn't.
It's not okay, right?
They don't like them.
Right.
No restriction. That's why I always told my sister, my cousins, my female cousins, don't tell me shit unless you are ready to completely be done. Because if you do that and now I don't like this motherfucker, it is your fault.
Right.
He's gonna feel uncomfortable at family dinners.
And now you're not coming around
uncomfortable.
Right.
Christmas, you're fucking uncomfortable.
Next thing you know, you're seeing less of them because, yeah.
Why he gotta be uncomfortable when he eat his turkey and potato salad?
Right.
She done told me a bunch of shit about you, some fucked up shit. So
like, no, you can't have none of the sweet potato cornbread.
Nah, nigga, you don't get none of grandma's sweet
like, you
potato
know
pie.
why? You know what you did.
Then he might have to G-check you at the family crib, man.
If you must be a bad motherfucker if you can G-check somebody at their people crib.
What?
You gotta be a bad
don't
motherfucker.
Get strolled on. Hold my plate.
Cause I don't know about anybody else's family, but you're not G-checking me at my family crib.
Hell no.
You got to be a bad motherfucker, yo. There's too many of us. It won't happen.
Right, you better be Jet Li, Bruce Lee out this joint.
Because motherfuckers, even if they, it ain't even about a one-on-one. It's about, nigga, you do this here at our fucking house?
Oh, you crazy.
they ran around. They just trying to fuck somebody up just because he did the shit.
Yeah, so when it comes to relationships, you gotta mind the business that pays you. Like, somebody, Uptown Cinema, mind your business. Because it's like, can't nobody make your decisions for you except for you,
No.
But hold on, I got something to say about that.
Okay.
Don't be on social media telling all your damn business. I broke up again this week.
Right.
Single life.
We would like to have
single life.
And then next thing you know, you see
who I'm eating with tonight.
You see that silly, goofy motherfucker back with him. I thought you broke up with.
That part.
All worked it out.
Or speaking of social media, I feel like social media nowadays is such an influential thing because it'll literally like feed people these ideologies of what relationships should and should not be, and half the time that should be wrong. Nobody really knows what a relationship is except for you and that person and how it works for you and the person you're in a relationship with.
There we go.
Okay, talk heavy.
Just saying. Like, cause like I see like all the time, like on like Facebook or Instagram, men don't like this about women. Women need a man to pay all their bills. It's just like it's causing like division. Like you know, how
we got a little 10-20 joint we could go off though with men really like. Say no. I'm just talking. Oh, baby, nobody.
You are like talking this shit.
Like, damn, I got him started.
Let's save that for another show. But no, another thing is, right? So you may see something, right? And you go tell your person, right? People's temperament is different. What you feel like is something that can be detrimental or something that ain't right, that person may feel like that doesn't bother them so much.
Right.
So you definitely have to be careful with sharing your opinion. And you definitely may want to ask, can I share my opinion? Because you don't want to fuck up the relationship between you and that loved one all over something when you should have been minding your business from the rest.
That part. Like, I like the respectful ways about going at it. Like, talk to me, don't talk at me, basically, right?
Exactly. It's not what you say, it's how you say it, people.
True. Very true.
You know, be careful with your words. Because especially if a motherfucker think they in love, they will cuss you the fuck out over this shit.
Right.
So be careful.
Especially like in Thanksgiving's coming up, I would just want the good mac and cheese. Like, so I ain't got an opinion on nobody's relationship as long as I can get my personal opinion at mac and cheesy.
You might not be allowed at the next family dinner if you tell me about your relationship. Might be a dunk for you. You might have said something. I ain't like,
well, that's insecure though.
That's
I kind of treat that like insecurity. It's like you're not strong enough to take like the opinion or thoughts of somebody else. It doesn't mean that's your way of life or anything like that.
And I agree because when I said that, I was talking as them and third person or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But people be feeling like that. Mm-hmm. People now they got an attitude every time you around.
Right.
They sucking their teeth. He here.
Well, I mean, I feel like that for the over talkers, like people that be giving unwarranted advice. Like, if I ain't ask your opinion for something, then I ain't trying to really hear that shit. But if I did, that's a different story. But other than that, people that offer up advice and how to deal with relationships and don't got two cents to rub together or a pot to piss, I don't know.
Not listening to you.
No. Hell no. Like,
especially the ones that speak from a broken place. It's like, what the fuck? You couldn't even save your own self in your relationship.
But it's crazy too. I just feel like, especially as like, you know, like people of color and everything like that, I think everything is geared to divide black men and black women from each other, you know? Because you notice how it's like especially nowadays, like you'll see on social media a lot like, oh, black men praise people of other races more so than their own black women, basically, or the ones that raised them or whatever. So it's just like, it's fueling hatred. And you know what they say, like, to like destroy a great people, you divide and conquer them each.
Right. And like Kima said, you know, women need men and men need women.
Amen.
Holla, holla, holla. No, that's the truth, though, man. We just gotta try to have positive communication, positive relationships. Start off the foundation with good friendships. Mm-hmm. Have some fun in these relationships, man. Y'all people ain't traveling, ain't having fun, no nice dates. Take it back in the day, man.
Or people be jumping head first into relationships. Actually take your time to get to know a person on a friendship level first before saying like, oh, I want to be in a relationship with you. I don't know you from a can of paint. I might hate you 6 months later. Right. But like, you know, if I like take the time to actually, who are you for you? Before saying, hey, it is we instead of me or you. Right. You know what I'm saying?
And it's so, you know, let's go back to courting. You know, you got to go back to courting.
Yeah, chivalry is not dead.
Chivalry is not dead, man. Take your time. Don't rush.
Y'all a little younger. The older you get, they don't want to hear all.
You said, I ain't trying. What we doing?
What's going on?
Like, how are we doing this for?
We get married tomorrow or what?
Wale saying in one of his songs, saying in age groups how it go. I forget the song, but it's deep, man. Like
the matrimony.
At a certain in the age, they want to settle down after 40.
Listen, like, they say
that's life, though. That is supposed to be like that in some sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't play forever.
Yeah. But some people are cool being perfectly fine being single, and I love that for them.
Right. So listen, right. Since Dane just said that, and you guys just said all of what you just said, right? We do this thing where when we have a new guest on, we ask the new guest about previous shows. Okay. So because y'all said that, it made me think of the show Dame and I had about can love be just a business transaction? Or do you love for love? Or do you love for the business part of it, or religion, or whatever the case may be?
Well,
what do you think about that?
I say love definitely strengthens business transactions. Marriage is a business transaction. It's like back in the olden days, like ancient times, it was like people really only got married to, like, you know, build a greater army or, you know, have a truce with their warring neighboring country or things of that matter, or whatever, just to build alliances and allegiances. And then even up to this day, it's like, you know, people get divorced. All right, now we got to split up the assets, and now this person wants spousal support and all this stuff. And it's just like, you know, if you're going into business, if you're marrying for love, then your love has to be like solid 100 Dean, like it's no breaking that. But you have to know what you're actually settling down for, because when you go into a union with someone, it's not just to build yourself up or just to build that other person up, it's to build together as a team.
Well, so
she messed you up with that one.
I'm just saying, like, you know, love strengthens the business transaction of marriage.
So look, I want to touch.
So hold on. You saying that marriage is a business transaction?
It is. Okay. Because you don't have to be married in order to love someone or be with them for life. It's only for certain legalities, basically. It's a covenant, basically.
Just like you said in the olden times.
In the olden days.
But before I touch on that, though, we had a comment up there that fucking had me fucking dying. Hey, Toucan, can you stroll back down to Archie comment real quick?
Archie said, don't wait until you need a new transmission to settle down. That was Archie's comment.
That settles, so you shouldn't settle down. Oh, so basically settle when you dead? Is that what you saying? Because you know, Ash is dead. She's
I'm trying to say, man.
Right, that's kind of dark.
The dust settles, so you shouldn't settle down.
Come on, man.
So what should you be doing?
Yeah, it's good.
That's good. But,
Hold on, what you trying to say up there?
So you shouldn't settle down.
You gotta promote proper love, man. Don't say nothing crazy up there, man.
A covenant is a promise you make to God. Yeah, but marriage is a covenant that you make to each other.
Yeah, marriage is definitely a covenant. Some of us
and God, so you make it to each other and God. Like,
hold up, I'm silly. Trying to say some stuff. What's going on?
Oh man, this is getting real peachy here for a second.
Well, we gotta get the married brothers chiming in too. We gotta hear what they talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's another good question, man, from some of our old shows, man?
Some other good questions. Let's see. Damn, I can't in.
I said, marriage is a government contract. Oh shucks.
I mean, but honestly, even if a person doesn't get married, do they still do that thing? Common law of marriage was like y'all together.
No, that don't exist.
It don't exist no more.
Only the black folks. Should only exist the black folks. No one else in the world follows that.
Did it ever exist, man?
I promise you. But I want to go back to what Uptown Cinnamon was saying. What he said.
He said it's a lot more like a business transaction. It is.
It's a government contract.
You
and the fucked up part about it is, it costs so much money to get the fuck out that fucking contract.
It costs you $90 to get a marriage license, but it costs you thousands upon thousands to get a divorce.
Yo, my man, Uptown Cinema don't want to believe it's just a business contract, man. I understand, my brother.
And I feel that because I once felt like, me personally, I need to love you to do that, right? But where have that gotten me?
So
where have that gotten me? So I had to change your heart, Uptown Cinema.
So there's a saying that says men marry.
You had an open heart, my brother?
I had to change your heart, man. What was you saying about the saying, though?
Oh, hold on, wait. Give me a second. All right, here we go. There's this saying that says, people marry those, a sensible person will marry a person that they know that they can rely on,
Right.
Like certain securities and things like that. Not necessarily out of love, but out of stability and security.
Right. So I was watching the show when 50 said, right, you know the saying, happy wife, happy life. Well, he said, y'all motherfuckers are like happy hostages.
That's like Stockholm syndrome for real.
Well, for me, I think it's a mixture of both. Like a combination of everything that we're saying. I don't think it's just one thing.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to be able to mix all of them together. If you just have a contract with no love,
that's just business. That's
a lot of that stuff get mixy.
Right.
Ain't no such thing as common law.
That's what I said, Kima. Black people marry for love.
Others marry for upward mobility. Why else?
Right.
I'm not against love,
love.
I'm just...
Who said that? You
can't give your love out freely because people will be like, honestly, I'm not against love or anything like that, but over the years and going through the dating realms and shit like that, people will sit up there and take your love and your kindness and treat it as a weakness, and then love will have you wearing those rose-colored glasses but not sitting up there, you can't even see the red flags anymore. So it's just like you really got to take your time in regards to saying, hey, I want to go from a friendship to loving someone to saying this is the person that I want to have cane fights with in wheelchairs when I get like 80.
Listen,
Let
me tell you something.
That's what real love is. Okay.
That's what real love is. But I feel like Usher. I feel like I love.
Usher loves
love. I'm just fucking bad at it. Maybe I need to rethink some things. Maybe I need a business transaction situation.
You need a hug?
No, I don't need no hug. Not right now.
You need a...
Maybe later.
Yo, he got a pop.
Fuck that hug. All right, damn.
Gonna fuck around with a business transaction, bro.
You got a business transaction, I'm all for it. Fuck love. Say no. I'm joking, man. But, you know.
He loves love too much. No Diddy.
He loves that may be the problem.
Yeah, marriage, it can be a beautiful. Yeah, it's a very beautiful thing if it's done right. But you got to know why you're getting into it in the first place and be realistic with yourself.
I just don't want to feel like I'm in prison. That's all. I don't think no one should feel like they're in prison. And this goes for both parties.
What you mean by in prison,
you
man?
feel like you in prison even if you're not married.
Did you do time before?
Listen to what I'm saying.
You sound like you was in the hole.
Don't touch me, nigga. Oh, my God.
Oh, listen though. What I'm saying is this, right? People tend to place ownership over people, right? And as we said before, you don't own people. You don't.
You damn.
I mean, this is not slavery times. You don't own the fucking soul, and people make people feel like I don't want to feel like you're my warden.
So hold on.
Word like a warden.
Hold on. You saying when you get married, it's like get your ass in the back room, eat your food.
No. So I seen some motherfuckers like that. Nigga couldn't go outside. I was wondering.
Like, I'm at 7 o'clock. Where you going?
I think blink once for yes, twice for no. I mean, let me know. But no, what I'm saying is that I think that marriage is a beautiful thing. I think that people make people feel like they are property instead of your
people, right?
So love is a beautiful thing, and I think it can be very successful. But a lot of people just...
And marriage is a partnership.
Yeah.
A relationship is a partnership. And the goal of that partnership is to make the most out of it. And then if you do it correctly, can't go shoot pool no more.
So exactly. Like 50 said, happy hostages. The motherfucker couldn't go outside.
Man, take her with you.
No, hell no, you can't bring her with us.
What the hell?
You can't, because we don't want her with us in this time. We want to talk about shit. These girls around and shit. While I'm talking about the chick.
They go crazy in the comments tonight.
Honestly, okay. I really feel
a lot of fun going on in the comments.
I really feel like even when you settle down with somebody, you should still have your own separate life. Because I'm not about to settle down. And the next thing you know, my whole life is you. That would drive me nuts. Can I tell you? Like I am a free spirit, and sometimes I go on adventures. But as long as we good, we good. I'll come home.
What kind of fucking adventures you going on?
Sometimes I might hop a flight. Next thing you know, you have to have a relationships outside of your partner, basically, if you want to keep it healthy. Because don't nobody want to be up under somebody 24/7. And if you do, what's wrong with you?
That's a lot of people. That's how a lot of people feel.
You gotta try to create your separate time. You know what I mean? It gets hard. You know what I mean? Some people...
Like my friends are my friends, and your friends is your friends, and don't try to take my friends. Mm-hmm. Now I won't take your friends.
Man, listen, I ain't listen. Hey, your friends, man. I don't want to hear no conversations and stuff, but listen, I'm about my business, you hear me? Yeah, some men.
Except for if y'all going out somewhere good to eat and you know they got those wings that I like, bring me some back though.
Okay. Yeah. You get the lemon peppers.
Look.
A flight, yes. Yes.
You said, okay, player.
Yes, exactly. I might need to take a quick flight for a weekend or two, but I'll be back. I'll bring you some gifts.
You gonna go mess with them coconut cutters?
What the fuck does that even mean?
Damn, explain it. Explain the coconut cutters.
No, I don't want to start no controversy.
No, please. What is a coconut cutter?
No, he talking
How
about.
Am I tripping a little bit?
No, he talking about like the Caribbean brothers.
That the Jamaican men? No.
That be waiting
Next
for
thing you know, you come home, you got blue waffle. I'm good. I'm good. No, that was me. I'm just saying it's just like I don't think I'm tripping uptown. I just feel like you have to still have space for yourself, and your partner has to have space for themselves, and y'all meet up in the middle. You can't just be like up under each other like Siamese twins 24/7.
Cinema, what you saying, Cinema?
We seen how COVID had people, domestic violence went up. You can't be around people 24/7. COVID has proven that.
Right. Next thing you know, talking about something, you just mad because they breathing wrong. Like, why you gotta breathe like that?
People, a lot of people made babies during COVID.
These COVID babies different. These COVID babies are different.
Listen,
they are.
A lot of stuff happened, man. More time.
This was definitely a fucking good fucking laugh. We had a very fun time with you, man.
Thank you. Yo, y'all are hilarious. We gotta do this again for sure.
Yeah, I laughed hard today. Pause. I laughed hard. Pause again. That was enough.
Hold on. We got one final comment. And
free spirit in my ass. You not booking no flight. Like, I'll bring you back a gift, boo.
Hey, bro.
Like, just
I'm telling cinema, you say you don't play no flights alone
on a whim for 2 weekends.
Right.
Like, bitch, where you going? I'll be back.
What you saying? It's coconut cutters in Houston too, huh?
Don't worry. I'm gonna pack my rose toy. It'll just be us.
Oh man, listen, that's in closing. Filoosh Talk, we can get the hell out of here, man. God bless y'all. This was a good show, though. We had a good time, man. Thanks for coming through. We out. Filoosh Talk. See y'all next week.
You already know.
That was funny. But no, seriously, like, I don't know.